Welcome back to Judge Joe Brown's section. Yeah, Judge Joe Brown went crazy. It happens. Yeah, straight up it happens. I went a little nuts for a couple days. It's part of my cycle. Yeah, when I grow a few extra horns in Don Diablo's fucking apocalyptic realm of some shit. Don't worry, smoked some bomb diggity doobies. God damn it. Hey, if anyone was worried or concerned, goddamn, that means a lot to me. You don't even have to say anything. Yeah, so what's the point of this board game? If anyone's kept up at all, whatever. Yeah, this is something you can do on your own. It's a template. It's a formula. How do I start with this sort of thing? What's your secret, Flanders? This is the best I could do. I've been making a lot of this up as I go along based on ideas I've already had. This is the easiest way. If I got to put it all in a meme for the Tal'Darim, it's easy for me to get along with some people, a lot of people, because, god damn it, yeah. Sure, I do judge some things. This is the thing. Even if I judge someone, they might appreciate it if I'm not a hipster douchebag, if I cover my bases, and no, I'm just coming here with this one thing about, And hey, if you are a person who wants to, 9/11 was an inside job. That's been the linchpin of so much of this, because that's one of the few things I, know more about. God damn it, I wouldn't care so much if I didn't care so much. It's a great example for this generation. Yeah, you've all heard about it. If you heard about it and don't know what it is, yeah, you get it. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, you get it. You might be right about something. You might have a method. Ooh, yeah, look, this technical detail, straight up. You could be right about that. You need more than that, frankly. And okay, so you're thinking, what do I do? Yeah, what if I do know something? Should I just hang on? Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Good question. It's complicated. Yeah, I don't think anyone has the right answer yet. This is the thing. What can I do to help the fucking universe? Yeah, this is one of the few ideas I have. Yeah, I don't know everything. There's a lot of things I don't know. If there's one thing I think I could help people with, it's, god damn it, the concept of judgment, the concept of justice. Ooh, yeah, right? Just Ice Incorporated, bitch. That's the thing. The difference between, like, vengeance and justice, it's a the thin red line of cocaine, man. Yeah. Once you do that thin red line of cocaine, that's it. I'm just saying. Yeah, god damn it. The method may be identical. The motive may be identical. Oh, yeah, no, it's not it's close. It's fucking close, but it's different. Where to start with this? If you want to look toward the future, again, I don't mean to sound too high and mighty. Again, the fact that I don't care as much about your motives, frankly, that comes down to a lot of it too. Yeah, like whether you really meant to do something bad or whether it was an accident. Yeah, I tend to, my little saying about how fucking whatever dumbass Jar Jar Binks shit show festival, ignorance can be worse than bad intentions. Yeah, Dr. Evil, whatever. I'm just measuring observations, right? I can't say it's because you're a bad person or not. I don't think it takes more than one person, like, right, I guess that's kind of the thing. Vengeance seems more personal in the sense that one person, most of the revenge is within one person. You get it? The people who are the most affected want the most revenge, and the people around them may either support them or not, or in my opinion, that the concept of justice is like the concept of judgment, the concept of saying this is good or bad, which requires more than one person, you get it? One person and one other person. That's almost impossible to have justice between one party and another party because they're both want revenge, basically. You know what I mean? If we take a step beyond that, if we try to manage each other's revenge, I'll manage your revenge and you manage my revenge. Now we're talking justice of some shit. So I mean, you might want to improve the economy. You might want to improve your justice system. You might want to improve all sorts of things in your life. So would I, And so in my mind, I gotta have something to start with. If I'm gonna start bitching at, the American legal system, that's the thing. If I start saying things like you don't get Jackie Chiles, what? Yeah, straight up. If you don't get Jackie Chiles, you better get something better, or whatever. The crazy lawyer that will do whatever it takes to make sure you get away with whatever. In my opinion, that's a little much, whatever. Because, you need to make sure someone's on your side, right? Yeah, what if the other guy's sketchy, sleazy, what if everyone is a sleazy douchebag? That's why we're here, because, that's why we're here, buddy. Hypothetically, this is how I've started. I think if I don't know, if the whole world was judged the same way, you'd have a lot less problems. It would be a lot easier to get other countries to trust you. Think about it. Something like North Korea and South Korea. Whatever. If you both were guaranteed fair, equal justice in that sense, half of you were thinking, wait a minute, what did we even do to that? You better know your history. Hey, you might know some. That's right. A lot of you are probably confused at this point thinking, oh man, would that, Yeah, it's an overwhelming idea just to approach. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, we might both have done some really stupid things. You don't doubt, yeah, they might have a worse record than you. Yeah, it's complicated. The thing is, people are, yeah, one way or another, if you don't do this, yeah, you've heard it before, Spanish Inquisition, you're going to end up with a bunch of crazy people that are like, oh my god, yeah, we have to do something, yeah. Last minute, no options, yeah, what are we going to do? Oh, we have to do something, yeah, get the fucking bunker busting Moabs out. Yeah, so much of this, it's harsh to say that some of the worst atrocities are overreacting to another thing, you know, at half-assing, yeah, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it exactly, whatever, anyway. You probably get, yeah, that's my best attempt to explain my motives here. I'm going to walk you through again. We're finalizing my process of pointing how I'm judging the World War II situation because it's, again, a very familiar thing most people are familiar with, and most of the evidence has already been, right, the technical detail, technically, most of the technical details and statements from witnesses, blah, 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 it's already there. So we can skip a lot. That was the part before this. Yeah, the last century of global warfare was me touching on the more pertinent pieces of evidence for my opinion. If you really want to challenge one detail, we can go back and look at it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to wrap that up in this segment, and then next we're going to get to the modern day and 9/11 and the Cuban Missile Crisis. From that to that, blah, 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 blah. And, well, because Iran, because Russia, because North Korea, yeah, you could just go on a Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, let's just go blow everything up, straight up. What are you going to do next? What if a bunch of Persians move in? To Iran? They could move into China. They could move into Russia. The whole world could be Persian. This was yeah, laugh it up, buddy. The very first episode. Yeah, what if? If the very first war ever with the douchebag king of Sparta, it's literally the dude, yeah. Right. If that didn't work, the whole world could be Persian. If this doesn't work today, 5 minutes from now, the whole world could be Persian. Whatever. God damn it. That's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here. And yeah, you know, I have no personal motive to be opposed to that. Yeah, if the whole world does become Persian, hopefully you guys, yeah, this is one thing you can take from me before the fucking, yeah, you get it. Xerxes' dildo ring encompasses the whole fucking planet like a halo. Hey, it could be worse. It could be fucking worse. So yeah, so much of this has been, yeah, I do want to put some ideas on the table. How do we fix the problems going on right now? Well, first I had to cover how we got to there within one lifetime, within your crazy grandparents' lifetime. Yeah, I've pointed out the details I want to point to. And I guess going into, yeah, how do you play this game on your own? You get it. If you want to start your crazy investigation, maybe you're thinking, okay, what's going on in Iran and South Korea? Okay, good. You might be thinking, might have been watching stuff on TV about Russia. You might have heard about Iran and think, okay, before you go to Iran, yeah, which ones are Persian? You get it. Hey, you get it. You probably already have a better idea of how to approach this. Okay, before I start a Spanish Inquisition, yeah, God damn it, cover your bases first. So if you were going to do this properly, if you were playing this like a stupid game of something with your friends at home, like, okay, let's, yeah, fucking the 9/11 board game, some kind, yeah, basically like a game of Monopoly, but we're playing 9/11 at home. So yeah, I mentioned before, are you an investigator? Are you an attorney? Wait a minute, there is a lawyer. Yeah, the lawyer works for the cops. What? Yeah, the cops get their own lawyer. Instead of doing it themselves, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, it works both ways. You don't doubt, yeah, who's going to be making sure they're doing shit properly more than their own lawyer? One way or another, I'm just saying, yeah, they might, if they start a lizard orgy, laugh it up. If there is a lizard orgy between the Gestapo and their own lawyer, how long can this last? I don't know. Yeah, it's like Glue Dobbs turning into a cannibal. Sure, it might work now. It might work this time. I'm sorry, that could not last long, especially if there's different attorneys and different cops and different, yeah, they're rotating. It's not going to be the same guy next time. What if you tweak, yeah, what if there's a lizard orgy and then you come back tomorrow with the whatever fake evidence you cooked up and it's a different lawyer and he's like, wait a minute, yeah, if you don't explain it to him, it's, yeah, right. How long could that last? Anyone can be a sleazy douchebag. Two cops could, ooh, let's hide this, take this evidence, whatever. When it comes to putting it on this scale here, the whole point is creating a distinct barrier between, you know, the cops coming into a courtroom with evidence. Yeah, it's going to be the cop's lawyer. Make all interactions between police and, you know, us will be between this attorneys that are different attorneys each time. They're not supposed to know each other. Sure, they're on one side of the scale or the other, but they're still different parties. You get it. They're not supposed to be best friends. They might be chums. So, right, you've got, and then you're thinking, okay, investigating method or motive. Well, we're here to collect evidence. We're here to question witnesses. You shouldn't be doing both? With the CSI team? Yeah, the goth chick and the CSI team. Are you working in the lab? Are you collecting the evidence? Even, you get it, even the people who go collect the evidence should not be the same people who process the evidence. Why? I just saw a fucking corpse splattered open on the piano over. Yeah, I just saw some crazy, horrible shit, and then I took that blood, and now now you're. Oh my god. Hey, sure, it's so stupid you didn't even think about it. The very. Whatever, if you just witnessed a horrible crime scene, your hands might be shaking a little bit. It might be hard to do lab work in chemistry. Yeah. Ideally, that chemist who is dealing with, chemicals, whatever, they should not have just witnessed a gruesome crime scene. They should not have a concept of, what result will result in what. They should be as separated from that as possible. All they see is the science. Oh, yeah, literally, here's the lab thing. So technically, you got to split that into another group. Yeah, god damn it. I guess that would fall more on the attorney side. That's what I mean. The lab, with the goth chick working in the lab, would be under the management of this attorney, whatever, the legal aspect of whatever crime was investigated. Yeah, I'm working on it, guys. This could get really complicated. Do you want the world to be Persian or not? Yeah, some of you do, some of you don't. Yeah, some of you want the world to be Persian, some of you don't. You don't doubt the guy who doesn't might be Persian. Hey, it took a while. We're finally getting a little more comfortable poking fun at each other. Yeah, we'll get there, guys. So, I mean, bringing it back to my little thing there, one of the few things I can hammer down, in my opinion, yeah, it's almost impossible for one person to exact true justice. Yeah, if you're the only person working on something, you might have a good, the deeper the further down the rabbit hole you go, the crazier shit gets, the more of a Spanish Inquisition to wherever. God damn it, I'm struggling to think of how one person could have it, like straight up Batman. It's like Batman. Whatever, vigilante, crazy justice, it's almost always going to end up in some crazy personal. Yeah, if it's not personal, I don't know. To me, that's most prone to failure. That is most likely to not land on its mark, basically. You get it. Batman always ends up on some crazy Spanish Inquisition for some guy that he's way too involved with. Yeah, you're a little too into this Joker. That's like the whole point of the story. Eventually, you're going to run into some Joker motherfucker who's going to twist you up into you're going to get obsessed with revenge against one person. Yeah, that's not justice, because what are you going to do after? Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, what the fuck do you mean? If you don't have if you have not even thought of what happens next, that's the difference. So, in my opinion, the only person here who can have sound judgment is Anubis, the actual judge. Right, but if he has, got his hands dirty in all these pots, it might be very difficult. Right, and if basically ignorance or what, if you miss something, if you missed a piece of evidence, if you missed a piece of testimony, god damn it, whatever. It's never going to be perfect, but. So I guess my thing with the 9/11 thing, before we get to it, I'm not going to tell you you might be right or wrong about this or that, based on what I've heard about methods and motives and what might be personal or business going for oil. Yeah, did they do? Yeah, whatever. If it doesn't add up, basically the scale, something fucked up here. Someone fucked something up. When I put together all the things I've seen and heard, and all the things that have been dumped on my office over the course of my lifetime about 9/11. It doesn't add up yet. That is my point. And sure, let's just start a Spanish Inquisition. Let's just throw the book at someone. Okay, whatever. That's not a solution, in my opinion. I'm not going to stop you from starting another Spanish Inquisition, but don't be surprised if that doesn't fix the problem, or if that results in 10 more problems. You might end up in another shitty situation. Yeah, what are we going to do next? What the fuck do you mean? Pretty much. If you can at least think about what happens next. What are we going to do after this? What's this going to change, and what are we going to change from this point to that? I don't expect you to have the whole answer, but okay. If you have a thing, you might get two. Method and motive, doubt and suspicion are almost always, mirrors opposed to each other. If you are doubtful of a method, that should not support a motive. You know what I mean? You might get it. I don't want to have to get back into bitchy relationship metaphors or your crazy ex-boyfriend showing up to trial. Yeah, let's listen to what he has to say about you. I might doubt a lot of what he has to say. You get it? That wouldn't support his argument, would it? Whatever. It's like, you might get it. Ooh, you might be worried that this courtroom is working against you. It shouldn't be. Half the courtroom is working against the other half of the courtroom, and there's the person deciding who's more. Yeah, god damn it. If you got a better idea, let me hear it. So, again, too, these investigators going out, okay, I'm collecting evidence, I'm questioning witnesses, figuring out the motives. When the investigators collecting evidence, the physical evidence, the jet fuel, whatever, they hand it to the attorney's office, which brings it to their labs. That, yeah, as soon as basically the cops themselves, the people with guns, yeah, who breaking into houses, taking shit, whatever, they should be as separated as possible from all that evidence. Like when a cop bags up a piece of evidence and sends it away, that's it. He should never, his hands should never touch it again, or whatever. You get it. And that should be a different than this. In my opinion, again, this isolates motive. It's like if you have a motive one way or another, if you don't like someone, you're gonna want to, yeah, you're gonna want some kind of revenge. You're gonna want to make them suffer for it. In my opinion, one of the best ways to make sure there isn't a sleazy lizard orgy going on is to eliminate that aspect of motive. If there's a 10-kilo bag of cocaine in the basement of the fucking FBI, yeah, what happened to all the drugs, guys? If you put it in a different building, the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, yeah, then it can't happen. I don't care how suspicious you are of the cocaine in the basement. If there is no cocaine in the basement, if it's in someone else's basement, it's less a matter of how suspicious how suspicious are you to your crazy ex, or I seriously doubt this method here. If doubting a method supports a motive, I mean, god damn it. You can see how one person doing this, again, very prone to miss something, very prone to fuck up the judgment. If you have one thing, what do I do with it? You're going to run into a bunch of other people who are arguing about the same thing. Yeah, you get it. If you don't do this, something else, people are going to do this anyway. You're going to end up with a military outside of Taiwan and China. Yeah, it's happening anyway. There's already a war in these places happening right now. That's my point. Sure, you can dilly-dally about what's... Yeah. These things are going to keep happening. There's going to keep being war and conflict. People are going to keep wanting revenge. And when you turn that revenge into justice, when you turn, this person hurt me, so I want to go hurt them, that's not a good thing, but it makes sense. It's, what happens next indeed. Not much is going to happen next unless a bunch of people say this is good and this is bad. And then a bunch of people say, oh, if I go do good thing, if I go hurt a bad person, I'll be good. And you get a bunch of crazy people looking for bad people to go kill. Spanish Inquisition or what. Motherfucker. If you don't do this, something else is going to happen. I don't like what's happening now, so here's my... How the fuck do you play 9/11 the board game? Well, you might get it. I can't make a fully sound judgment on 9/11 either. All I can say is, the scale doesn't balance up quite yet, or whatever. Someone missed something. Someone's having a lizard orgy between this attorney and that attorney. You might get to the cops have their own lawyer. Yeah. That means, the evidence locker? Yeah, the police. There is no evidence locker at the police station. It's in the attorney's office with the lab. Yeah, you get it. That way the cops don't have a chance to fuck with the evidence. Yeah, no, let's break into the police. I've seen this more than once in weird, crazy, crime thrillers. Yeah, someone busts into the police station and steals the evidence back. Yeah, it's not in the police station. Oh, you snap. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if it wasn't even there? Yeah, it might be more. Yeah, god damn it. So as soon as, the police should have as little work to do as possible, in the sense that, the more work you give them, the more they're going to fuck it up. The reason you don't like cops is because this system is so fucked up. Yeah, if they were all doing their jobs better, if they all had less mistakes they could possibly make, make less mistakes, here's a bunch more work to do. Here's a bunch less work to do. I expect you to make less mistakes now. Yeah, no shit, dog. And as for personal or business motives, or is this, designed as a weapon, an obvious weapon, or, I didn't realize this could be used as a weapon yet, let's add it to the list. Let's add it to the list indeed. One is a lot more complicated than the other. Personal motives are much more complicated than professional. Business motives are as simple as it gets. Are we making money? Are we losing money? If we're making money, that might be the motive. If they're not making money, that's probably not the motive. Maybe that fucked up, but there would be more to it. You get it. That can't be the only thing. Going back to 9/11, if we're doing this to make money, what if they actually lost a lot of money? Sneak preview. That's where I'm going to start with my speculation very soon on 9/11. Sure, they may have, caused a serious crippling blow to their own economy in order to hopefully make a bunch of money soon. What if they lost a bunch of money after that? They could have pissed $1 trillion into a flaming toilet trying to make that money back that they had lost another trillion. They could have lost a lot of money instead of making a bunch of money. That could be why you're so broke and why so many other countries seem to be more, doing a bit better than you might have thought. I'm just saying That's why. Yeah, yeah. I don't care if you just want to go on a Spanish Inquisition with Batman versus Superman. Yeah, it sounds cool. What happens next? Everyone's gonna be, yeah, Americans are gonna be fucking broke next. It's already, yeah, has it not already happened, guys? Are you broke or are you not broke? Just speculating. We'll get there. So you might get, if you're, in investigating their motives, if you should be able to tell, the first thing you should be able to determine is whether the victim, or sorry, the perpetrator, did the perpetrator, your suspect, did they make money? Did they lose money? That should be that should be more obvious than does someone hate someone because someone cheat. Yeah, the personal motives are going to be more complicated. It should be easier to determine. Yeah, look at their bank account, look at their credit cards. Yeah, they lost a bunch of money, they made a bunch of money. If they just made a bunch of money, yeah, start with that. If they just lost a bunch of money, give it to that guy. Yeah, you get it, hand it over anyway. But the attorney's office, the other half of this investigation, can determine other motives, the more complicated shit. Are we going to need a psychologist? The profiler? Yeah, get the FBI profiler in here. That all that complicated shit where we speculate on motives. Does the glove fit? Is it? Yeah. If the glove doesn't fit and we have to acquit, that's when both attorneys are going to get dildo battling each other. Yeah, who's got a crazier science lab on this shit? That's when the scientists on both sides get crazy with each other. If it's just, oh, they used guns to make a bunch of cash, yeah, you don't need doctors and scientists to figure out guns and cash. The cops can figure out how many guns, how many bullets, how many dollars. Sure. And they still right. They still hand this information over, but you get it. So much crime is as simple as that. Yeah, you guys can have a less complicated workload. I expect you to make less mistakes if you don't have to deal with Chewie's mom and Jackie Childs, basically. And of course, this comes back to the whole, yeah, what happens next? What the fuck do you mean? Yeah, crime prevention in the future. We can catalog more or less common types of weapons. How many times has a person been killed by this thing or that thing? Yeah, if billions of people get killed by this thing, we can safely call it a weapon. How many people have been killed by, this random little tool? Yes, it can kill someone. How dangerous is it? Yeah. Forklifts and, fucking dump trucks sure are dangerous. Yep. Big vehicles sure are dangerous. We still treat them differently than a tiny little gun that could cause less damage because it is, as far as motive goes, if you're planning to go kill someone, you're probably going to grab a weapon instead of a random tool. Unless you're going crazy with, right, we're still figuring it out. I'm just saying, a majority of whatever crime is related to stealing drugs and shooting people for drugs and shooting, a lot of weapons being used to make cash. We can keep that half of the workload with the cops, can safely manage most of that. If that's too complicated for you guys, come on, God damn it. They're probably glad they don't have to deal with the crazy FBI profiler. They already do. Yeah, these things are already going on. Some places manage it better than others. That's the thing, too. It's like Team America World Police. Hopefully it's not just America, but we'll bring it back to this thing with the UN. Again, you're already doing that. Nuremberg mistrials. It's like, okay, if you're going to call it a trial, the problem with this is, it's like if you're not with us, you're against us. Yeah, if you refuse to cooperate with the UN, you're an fucking goddamn most evil man in history. I understand that, you may be, wanted. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what you would call them on CNN, but if, God damn it, in my opinion, so many countries would be easier to negotiate with, more willing to cooperate and negotiate and ceasefire this, that, or the other, if they did not expect their ex-girlfriend to walk in and, we're all going to listen to this, but basically. That's basically what it would be like for most of them. And I hope you see how, again, if you push someone out of the UN, it's like they become less strong. The UN is only functional when a majority of, first world power, a majority of the power is in their hands. If Russia is no longer a part of the UN, if this country, if the number of countries in the UN is too small, or the number of military power, right, at that point, it might be very difficult, much more difficult to negotiate with other countries. They might not necessarily want to kill you all anyway. So back to this. Okay, let's play the game quickly with our three suspects from before. Yeah, this is going to be easy. This part's easy again because most of the work has already been done. What? The Nuremberg mistrial? Retrial? Double jeopardy indeed. What does that mean? I might be wrong. If you're a lawyer, you can give me the proper fucking Latin decryption on this. The Latin decryption indeed, buddy. You better know your Latin decryption if you're going to pass law school, right? I've never been to law school, but I do know the Latin decryption. There's probably a bit more to it. It's kind of like how you only get one retrial. You only get one mistrial, or whatever. It kind of works both ways. Each side is allowed to make one big mistake. Sure, mistakes happen, but we can only, there's only so much time to do this over and over and over again. Technically, we could just keep doing another trial and another trial and another trial. Think about it. I could accuse you of murder, and then, oh, okay, you're proven guilty. And then I could accuse you of the murder again. Look, I have evidence. Right. You can only accuse someone of the same crime once, basically, or convict someone of the same crime once if you get it. I think that's the technical detail. If you convict someone of a crime and then later find out, wait a minute, there's more to it. Maybe they did do something wrong, but it wasn't exactly what you accused them of. Oh, well, can we charge them with... Yeah, no, we've already done that. They've already served a bunch of time for it. You get it. If you've already punished a bunch of people because of this bad thing, and then later we find out, wait a minute, there was... Yeah, it's a bunch of other stuff that didn't get taken into account. Just saying. Right. One way or another, they've already... Even if they are guilty of whatever you're going to charge them with, they've already served that time. They've already been punished for it. You get it. So it's like, that can't be the reason, or whatever. That is not justice. That is the Spanish Inquisition with Superman, Batman. Sure, you go do that if you want to. That's not why we're here. So, whatever. As far as, in my opinion, it's like, if there's mistrial and retrial, either or, if you've already done the big fuck up, or if already had to say, oops, we have to go back and do everything and look at everything again, 100 hours of fucking pissing $1 trillion into a flaming toilet leading up to this. I already had to spend a long time coming to this point, so I'd rather, we can't do that again, you get it. Basically, if you want to judge something that's already happened in the past, like I am doing here with this World War II thing, I don't know. This can only go so far. That's what I mean about, like, war criminals from, Nazi hunters. Oh, this guy was a part of, friend of a friend of mine, and maybe you're right. Maybe you're right that this guy, shouldn't have got away with something bad that he did. It's, goddamn it. I mean, there's a bit more to it, I guess you could say. That you have to take an extra step on however you approach these things, or it's just going to cause another Spanish Inquisition. So like I was saying, as one person, I can't officially judge this whole situation. I'm going to give you one biased perspective, and you be the judge. And this will all come back to the whole thing of, being suspicious of methods. Oh, I doubt your motives. Hey, if the glove doesn't fit, we might have to acquit. That would have sounded a bit better than you must. No, that's my job. You might get it. I'm finally figuring out how to tie this all together. If you're suspicious of someone's motive, or, on behalf of, you know what I'm saying. You might also be, it is natural, you will naturally become suspicious of a method. You get it. Well, how did this happen? Sure enough, you're going to suspect a method. The point is, you might get, this was already in my head, but now I can explain it. It should be easy for me to doubt a method in and of itself, regardless of motive. I shouldn't have to also talk to Chewie's mom about Chewbacca. Right. As long as I don't have to deal with Chewie's mom and Jackie Childs, if I don't have to also explain why someone cares about something, if it's just science, yes, it should be very easy for me to doubt a method if it's bullshit, or you know what I mean? If it's really complicated, maybe. In most cases, if someone's going to say, okay, this guy made a bunch of sleazy bullshit going on, made a bunch of money, okay, give me the credit cards, give me the bank accounts. If I'm just looking at the bank account, okay, bunch of debt, bunch of money, that's simple enough. If we don't mix match everything in between, if Chewie's mom isn't bouncing in and out of that. Goddamn, sorry for trying to keep up. You might get keeping these things as separate as possible. Yes, I certainly will doubt some motives. In the end, you're probably going to want to hear another... Yeah, exactly. I can certainly pose this, doubt, or they can certainly pose a suspicion. It seems like you don't want that person to also judge the validity of it. That's why the one person can't be a sound judge of any situation. Who's going to doubt your suspicions of this method? Who's going to be suspicious of my doubt of your motive? If it's just me, decide, goddamn King Xerxes Dildo Master on the way. Isn't that what everyone hates? We all came here because of King Dildo Master Xerxes fucking your whatever. The biggest shit show festival in town. And then we all end up here on a Spanish Inquisition. So, as I judge these World War II people, I can't be perfectly impartial. I'm trying to, advocate for, they still did some sleazy, shisty shit. I wouldn't recommend doing the same shit again, guys. What can we learn? What good came out of this? Well, I can tell you they didn't make money. They certainly, one way or another, I can only doubt motives so much. Did they make money? Did they lose money? I'm pretty sure they all went bankrupt both times. I'm just saying, this was not a sleazy get-rich-quick scheme. This was a go-broke, yeah, get-broke-quick scheme. One way or another, it was a get-broke fucking, we're gonna, yeah, go bankrupt faster than anyone ever has. So, yeah, we'll start with that. And, flash forward to 9/11 again when we get to that topic. Right, the fact that they made or lost a shitload of money, potentially, hypothetically, let's say they did lose a way more money than they were hoping they could have made, one way or another, that still has to be a separate category than whether I can masturbate with jet fuel. Yes, we have to balance both of them, but to put them both in the same category, right, that's Jackie Childs. That's the glove doesn't quit and we must acquit, or the glove doesn't fit and we must acquit. Right. God damn it, one and we got to do one, then the other, and then we can decide whether we're acquitting or not. Yeah, you don't get to decide who must acquit, motherfucker, basically. So as I give my biased, one side of the scale judgment on these past atrocities, right, I'm not arguing against these, I'm not doubting motives here or method, whatever. I'm just saying, what good came out of it from my perspective? Yeah, it depending on whose side you're on. Why would you be on the bad evil people team? Well, don't start by assuming they're evil. From their perspective, if they are desperate for this, that, or the other, if they end up using a tool for personal reasons as opposed to a weapon for business reasons, good or bad, it tends to lean in one direction or the other, or depending on how much time did you have to think about what you were doing, blah 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 blah. I'm just going to say, but both of the more popular Axis parties, whether, the Nazis, the German ones, and the Japanese Empire, don't worry, guys, I'm not expecting you to do that again. Yeah, god damn it, I hope that doesn't happen again. They might be thinking, did any good come out of this? In my opinion, that was the shattering blow to the Britannic Empire. Oh, was someone's, whatever, the Dutch Indies, indeed. That was like their honeypot. That was, god damn it, whatever, honeypot of the fucking evil empire. Yeah, you guys were also an evil empire. Yeah, straight up. It took Dr. Evil to kill Dr. Evil. Why don't we go find Darth Vader and kill the motherfucker? Yeah, well, what if you need Darth Vader's help? Straight up, we need an evil galactic empire of Darth Vader to fight the evil fucking empire of the British. I don't even think they might not have even known that we were hoping for that to happen. We weren't planning for that. I'm just saying, there is some sleazy lizard orgy going on in there. I do doubt some motives. Whatever, I'm just saying. Yeah, it was horrible. It was a horrible atrocity. I'm not saying it was a good thing, but when people are desperate enough to fight something else that's bad, and there's no other way to deal with the situation, can we get justice for this? No, or it's going to turn into a Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, one way or another, it's like that was enough to change things. Certainly did change things. And in the end, they seem to be doing a bit better now. Yeah, it took some time. It took a long time, right? Yes, they're doing okay now. But it wasn't because of that. Yeah, no, the war itself was not a profit for them. They both went bankrupt as a result of the war itself and slowly crawled their way back up after it because they had the opportunity to without crazy King Henry, whatever. Straight up, they were able to crawl their way up to something because they weren't already being oppressed by something else. Maybe they weren't oppressing you, but they were oppressing someone else, whatever. And as for, the Nazis, that was the other killing blow. The bombing of London, sinking the merchant marine fleet. That, god damn it, guys. Yeah, it was the killing blow that destroyed the evil empire, and you get it, though. Yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it? But what do we do next? What the fuck do you mean? You get it? I hope that's funny to anyone. Yeah, I hope that's a good little stinger to the Austrian opera here. I'm trying to put you in the headspace of, imagine you're on our side. Imagine you're fighting the evil British Empire. Yeah, some people get it. We fucking destroyed the empire. Oh, yeah, and right around the corner is a Donald Trump dildo factory shit show festival. Yeah, there's an even bigger war and another bigger, crazier crisis with more complicated motives. And Jackie Childs is here with two gloves. Yeah, straight up. Chewie's mom is, there's two. He's got two moms. Yeah, then now it's an LGBTQ thing too. Yeah, it's getting complicated. As things get more complicated and more stupid, and we are literally approaching 9/11, Colonel Hoppy's rabbit hole. What about the third guy? Did they make money? Yeah, what, the Italians? Yeah. New York Police Department. Okay, let's say your 9/11 theory involves, someone planted bombs in the building. What if it was the New York Police Department? Maybe not the police department. What if some of the construction workers in New York were Italian Americans? Yeah, the 9/11 Nazis, that's the joke, guys. I'm just saying, yeah, there are some members of Al-Qaeda, or, yeah, I don't know who, but I'm sure some of, yeah, they're not all Arabian. They don't all wear turbans. Some of them are sleazy New York pimps. Yeah, I'm sure if anyone in the fucking planet could sleaze their way into New York, it's some Italian guys. Yeah, Mario doesn't know what Luigi does behind Luigi's Mansion's closed doors. I'm just saying, hypothetically, just putting it out there. If you did not consider this, if this was not part of your doubt or suspicion, if you doubt that the Taliban could sneak into New York City and plant bombs in a skyscraper, I'm pretty sure the construction workers in New York City could put something in a building somewhere and you probably wouldn't have noticed. Yeah, exactly. I hope that's not the only reason. As for World War II, yeah, frankly, I don't know. Yeah, again, it's the garbage man took care of it. I would suspect that there wouldn't be any evidence, guys. Laugh it up. There's the crescendo for that opera. It's kind of like the Serbian Black Hand Assassins. It is between Greece and Italy. Yeah, it's possible for a person to go from Greece to Italy, and yeah, it certainly fucking is. You'll see the whole point of some of these new enemies, whatever. Well, yeah, the whole point is that they're not in any one country. They're in a bunch of different countries that speak the same languages or whatever. Yeah. Creating a global kind of network. And yeah, oh my God, it's complicated. It's really complicated when you don't just have to go blow something up. So, yeah, just saying the fact that there is, the fact that I can't tell whether they made or lost money or whether they made use of any tools as weapons. It might have just been weapons and they might have just made money. Yeah, or what the third part of the axis there. They certainly, yeah, I don't doubt they used a bunch of weapons and made a bunch of money. And yeah, the garbage man took care of it. There's hardly any evidence one way or the other. I would suspect as much. I would suspect that there is no evidence after the garbage man came and went. Yeah, was it good? Was it bad? We'll have to find out when the New York police departments in New York before 9/11. I'm just saying, again, if you're suspicious of a method, if yeah, or yeah, whatever, it should be easy for me to at least say technically, I hope that's not the only reason. Technically, it is possible for New York, whatever, for Italian Americans to go into New York. That is possible. You probably wouldn't notice if everyone was paranoid about the Muslim hour. Oh, yeah, that's next. Coming up next is the Muslim hour. This was on TV, motherfucker. I'm just saying. If I don't get to have an America hour or whatever for these guys need to see the America hour, the Christian hour instead of the Muslim hour. Yeah, look at the crazy Christians at the grocery store. Oh my God, they're looking at pieces of fruit. Yeah, motherfucker, how many are there? I have a right to know how many Muslims are here. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. It's the same thing. We have a right to know how many Muslims are here. Yeah, well, it's not a race. Yeah, technically it's not racism because it's not a race. Ignorance or what? If you're looking for a race, but you get it. The fact that, yeah, it's not racist. It's just stupid. It's ignorant. That's why it doesn't work. You're looking for a group of people, Taliban, Al Qaeda. Maybe they're not all Muslim. Maybe some of them are Catholic. It's the same God from our, yeah, right? If some of them were fucking Italian Americans that were Christian instead of Muslim, and yeah, some of the Muslims weren't Arabian, and my God, man, if you're just looking for an Arabian guy with a turban as the whole group, ignorance, motherfucker. Even if you're right about one thing, it might be completely irrelevant with the other thing. So yeah, that's as much judgment as I can pass on the World War II thing. You're welcome to throw it back at me if you got something else, want to say, hey, well, how does that balance up to you in your mind? Yeah, like I said, even if you're righteously on that side saying, yeah, fuck the British Empire, straight up, yeah, fuck the king, I get it. British people are cool, but even they will say, I'm not British, I'm English, or whatever, yeah, straight up. Ask Sherlock Holmes. Is it not ironic that British police are known for being good at their jobs? In England, yeah. You guys are capable of doing these things, yeah. Even Sherlock Holmes needs Watson. Yeah. Watson certainly doubts the method when Sherlock is suspicious of the motive. That you get it. You guys fucking already know. Sherlock Holmes is not as functional without Watson there to doubt some kind of method. When he gets crazy about this piece of rope, actually, you could use it for this. Yes. We'll get back to that next time. Yeah, wrapping up the Cuban Missile Crisis. Well, I'm just saying, there's only so much I can say about it, only because that is right before I entered this situation and then right after I was, alive to witness some of these events. Again, I can't be a sound judge of the thing, but offering what I can to the world as I am here now. Yeah, now that I'm here, I can start offering things for what's going on today. From my perspective, this is now, back in the day, Grandpa. when we all fought with giant robots. No, now we fight with crazy methods and crazy motives. And yeah, whatever. Anyone who was thinking about 9/11 too, yeah, jet fuel. If we're sitting here going crazy about jet fuel and fucking, yeah, weapons or tools, when a tool is used as a weapon, you get it. Yeah. These are the more complicated cases. If we didn't make money, if we actually lost money and it was actually a tool, not a weapon, as opposed to using weapons to make money, like fighting for oil, something doesn't add up. You're over encumbered. You've filled up all these slots. Yeah, it can't be. We can't be making money and losing money at the same time. This is, well, a tool could be a weapon. At which point it is a weapon. It is no longer just a tool. Right? It can't be both. It can't be everything all at once. Otherwise, it is Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, Jar Jar Binks is going to the gulag with Nicolas Cage, and we'll come back with that.